Cynthia with the Gutmacher Institute, statistics show that 1 in 4 female teens are at risk for unintended pregnancies without use of birth control due to parental consent. Teen parenting hinders academic future and major risk factors for childhood development, according to the TUCI. Therefore, teen girls should have access to birth control without consent. According to audience analysts, you all believe that my information will educate parents on birth control, teen pregnancies, and the effects of not using birth control. I, on the other hand, have experience as a teen mom at the age of 15. I know the struggles, and I also know the fear of asking parents for birth control. So today, I will provide you information on the negative outcomes on teens for parental consent on birth control, parenting effects of the child and the parent, and the positive effects of birth control for teen girls. Many teen girls discontinue or refuse birth control because need for consent, so let's take a look at how this can affect a teenager. And Judge Merrick with the ACLU says states are preventing teens' rights for birth control without consent. 2005 JAMA study, 1% of teens stop sex, while 2 out of 10 practice unsafe sex. Consent hinders seeking testing and treatment for STDs, and it increases teen pregnancies. Cynthia with the Gutmacher Institute says births under 19 years have increased since 1998 to 2000. It also has decreased in the same period within different counties due to no restrictions of birth control. In the book Birth Control, Rebecca states that 1 in 5 teens have unsafe sex with the need of parental consent. Rebecca, in the book Birth Control, parental involvement will eventually backfire. It will also pertain to unprotected sex and increase health risks. The ACLU with Merrick states that 900,000 teens get pregnant each year. It also states that unintended pregnancies lead to later abortions, which severely is dangerous for teens. Consent, which equals no contraceptives, makes a higher risk of STDs. Also, Anna in the Psychology Today mentions that 3 million teens get STDs every year. Now that we know many negative outcomes for the consent for birth control has on a teen, I want to discuss how teen parenting can even further affect the baby and the teen parent. Teens refuse birth control due to consent, which equals the increase in teen pregnancies and parenting. This has a negative effect on the child and the parent. The lack of parenting that the resources of parents have will hinder child's emotional and social well-being, also with cognitive and language skills, according to TUCI. It affects a child to reach their full potential, and also a child will suffer from depression and health issues. In school, they will lack self-confidence and self-control. They will also follow in the parents' footsteps. TUCI say that they're prone to drop out of school, have health issues, and become parents as well. Teen fathers eventually leave mothers, which brings moms to be single. They grow up without a father. There's tons of suffering of obstacles. Males become negative in characteristics such as laziness, immaturity, and disrespectful to women, as females have premarital sex and grow up to hating men. Donna, in the book Taking Responsibility, mentions that teen mothers rely on welfare, parents, and friends for money. Teens drop out of high school to work to provide for their family, and without the diploma or GED, they have difficulty with secure employment and their lower earning potential. Stated by UCI, by 22, 50% of teens receive a diploma versus 9% who are not teen moms. I have informed you on a deeper effects no birth control can have on a teen and the child. And I'll tell you how the benefits can be to a teenage girl without consent. In Psychology Today, Anna states that birth rates decreased 11% from ages 15 to 17 years and 7% from ages 18 to 19 years. The declines are not clear, but teens are using birth control more than they were in the past years. Cynthia with Guttmacher Institute declined that teen pregnancies, whether the decline in teen pregnancies equals because of the increase of teen birth control use. Birth control available doesn't increase the sexual activity. But to proceed with health care services, they have birth control options, testing and treatment STDs, gynecological exams, and other services when teens are allowed to have birth control without parental consent. In the book, Birth Control, Rebecca mentions that birth control without consent is effective in reducing teen pregnancies. Teen girls with access to birth controls use other contraceptives that will prevent STDs. Teen girls on birth control will lower to get pregnant or abortion. Abortion rates have decreased since age 15 to 19 by 64% from 1990 to 2010, stated GI. A decrease in abortions from the decline of pregnancies is also from the increase of birth control. Largely due to the increase of birth control use, teen pregnancies and birth control rates have decreased since 1990, stated ACLU. Now that I have mentioned teen girls' access to birth control without parental consent is obviously the best choice. With high rates of unintended pregnancy, long-term effects on the child and the parent, and the decrease in pregnancies amongst teens who are using birth control. I provide you information on negative outcomes for the consent has on a teen. Teens parenting affects child and the parent, and the positive outcomes birth control can have for teen girls. Your teen's access to birth control, or if you know a friend that's going through the same situation, consider benefits and encourage to continue birth control in healthcare services. Encouraging to seek healthcare services, whether expected or not, will decrease number of teen pregnancies in children raised by teen parents, abortions, and STDs. Only way to prevent teens from having unprotected sex is encouraging the use of birth control. Parental consent will hinder teens from getting proper healthcare services. Remember, just saying no is not enough. Teens have the right to keep themselves safe and to better themselves.
Good. Very nice. Bravo, bravo.
Good job.